There's one other area on your website that you edit in a little bit of a different place. So you'll notice on the bottom of every page, there's this area where you have these 4 images that have somewhat of a little zoom feature, and when you click on them, they give you a larger image here. So this area is actually just supposed to be basically a sample gallery of 4 images, just to give an idea of the type of listings and properties that Vanvick Property Group has to offer. But basically just kind of a visual gallery, very small gallery because it only, well, you can actually expand it to more images, but I would recommend keeping it to multiples of 4, probably 4 to 8 images if you are going to use it there. But to edit this area of the website, you're going to log into the back end of the website, so /wp-admin. I'm already logged in. Once I get in there, I'll be on my dashboard, but I'm going to go into Appearance and then Theme Options. So this is a unique area that handles a lot of the smaller pieces on your website, but really you only be concerned with 2 areas of this. The first one is, you'll see on Theme Options, Header Settings. Header Settings controls your different color logo here, so see how it goes from light to dark. But also controls the phone number that's connected to your phone icon here. So that's one key area to keep note of, is your phone, in case your phone number changes. But the other piece that we'll be talking about in this video is this page builder. So if I click on it, I can expand it, and I'm going to click on this one to contract that section. And you'll see what's called a photo set. I click on that to expand that piece, and it shows those 4 images down here. So that's my photo set. So what I can do is I can actually swap these images out. I can add as many as I want to. Again, if you do add more, it's actually going to stack underneath these. So be sure to add multiples of 4. So 4, 8, 12, that sort of thing. I wouldn't recommend going more than 8, but the option is there for you to do so. So I'll go back to the back end here. So I have my 4 right here. I can remove these as needed. So just by clicking on this X button here, or I can add more. So I click on Add to Gallery, and I can actually pick more images to put on the website here. So I'm just going to pick a few that are already on the website. Again, if you have some others, you can drag and drop them into this area, or click on this Upload field to actually select your files. But I'm going to go back to Media Library. I'm going to put this fella back in there, these folks here, and this image here, and these people here. So I've selected 4 of them. I'm going to hit select, and now I've added 8 to that area. So because I've made edits, I'm going to click on Update. And once this is done loading, again, I'm going to look for this loading option here. It's going to add my images down in this area here. So it's going to expand to my gallery. So you see my gallery here. Now what it does is it actually sizes my images based on a height and width proportion. So since these images that I chose are very different in their proportions, this one is actually very long versus this one, which is more of a square, it's going to give me these funky sizes here. I would recommend, in the case that you do upload images here, do 1 of 2 things. The first thing is make sure that your images are very similar in proportion. So typically if you're using the same camera and you take all these photos, they're all going to be the same proportion. Don't upload a horizontal version and then a vertical version. Make sure they're all horizontal, the same size. Option 2 is if you have some that are a lot different sizes, get the help of somebody that's familiar with a photo editing program or a designer that can quickly crop those for you in 2 or 3 minutes, and then upload those images at the same size. That way you won't get any of this funky action going on right here. But for example purposes, just showing how to upload those images. So I'm going to get rid of those by just clicking on this X button here. And that's how I can edit images in that area. I'm going to go ahead and update. And you'll see once I update that, very simple, takes out those images and leaves me back with the 4 that I originally started with. And that is how you edit those images on the website.